Yeah.
Morning, Diane.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you this morning?
Okay.
Good.
I had a short night. That's
Oh, boy.
yeah. Well, because I was Carol, did you see I finished my dragons?
Yes, that was awesome, girlfriend.
And then
That is
finished
so-
another one?
Yes, girl, you are just going.
It was a 500 piece, that second one, and it was really easy. I sorted it all at the same time, like because it was easy. All the Polaroid pictures, and they are all different.
Right.
So as I was sorting the edges, I sorted out all the individual pictures. And yeah, when I just started putting it together, while I was watching Glee on Disney.
Okay.
I've never watched it before, and just doing away until I got all the way done, and then I saw that it was 6:09 a.m. and went, oh well, that's fun.
Oh, well, I should have been sleeping.
I should have gone to bed a couple hours ago, but I really didn't even feel tired till after I realized what time it was, and then I was still sitting here watching one more episode, going, okay, yeah, as soon as oh, there's the sun coming. Okay, going to bed. Set the alarm so that I would get up at 11 o'clock this morning.
I know that's the way it is when I'm with the littles. I don't realize how late it is, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I got to get up tomorrow, and they'll be up early. It's like, why am I still awake?
Yep, because they're so used to getting up Monday through Friday for school, so that when they're here on the weekends, that doesn't shut off, and they're up by 7:30 in the morning. I'm just like, oh, that'd be no. Grandma's not getting up at 7:30 in the morning.
Exactly.
I'm 3/4 of the way awake, but chill, just
Yeah.
chill, just. But, oh,
Oh, there we go to Clive, buddy.
I hate him.
Oh, he is so poopy.
Must be those C, because what's that other one that was a pain in the butt for the Northern Network and the newer ones? He had a C name too.
Since
Hint.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, he was
Yeah.
another poop.
pain in the butt.
Really? I'm gonna have to talk to Katie about that. Why is all these people starting with a C? I'm not liking that.
Although we like Charles. We like Charles from the.
Oh, okay,
so-
good. That's good.
Charles
That's kind of like Charles is kind of like the feminine of Carol, so I'll go with that.
Charles is a good guy, Camille is good,
Yeah,
Miss Celia is good.
True.
Yeah,
True.
that's
Thank you.
true.
Thank you
So
for
there's-
making my day much better there, Debbie and Diane. Good job,
Gotcha.
girls.
I've got you always.
Yes, you do.
But now I get to start my Halloween one.
Oh, sweet. You go, girl. I'm starting one
Yeah.
today. I had to do laundry yesterday, so I'm starting one today.
Yeah.
It's time to start.
Yep, gotta get one on that new board, ma'am.
Absolutely. That was cool what she just did.
It
was
I'm
like-
watching it going, woo.
Wow, that's flipping cool.
Yeah. Diane, have you read The High Priestess?
Yeah, long. It's been a while.
Okay. Well, because I'm probably one of the only ones that's going through it for the first time because we're doing the audio check.
Uh-huh.
So I'm getting it like 4 chapters at a time.
Oh, geez.
It's killing me. That freaking Romeo is a bastard, man.
He is a
Oh, yeah,
royal
yeah.
poop. But
Yeah.
just hold on, Debbie. Hold on to that thought, but it'll disappear.
The thought?
Yep, that thought will disappear. Truly,
for
it
a
will
long time.
disappear. It'll disappear at the end.
Because I was like, oh, Katie said this. I mean, I've gotten to chapter 31, so I know there's only a couple left to go. That is the
That is
coolest
so
effects
cool.
ever. Katie, where are you? That is the coolest effect.
That is so fun. Dang.
Ugh.
I don't think that
She's
she
like-
was doing that last week.
She's like,
No.
just you wait. And I'm thinking, there can't be that much longer to wait. They're getting ready to do the duel to death.
Oh,
But
well,
man,
yeah, there's things
the
that
reason why I said that is because of him kidnapping her, and I don't know what it is with her and the name Nico. Her kidnapping Victoria and Nico.
I know.
And then
Well,
being
and
behind the rebels.
have you
and-
figured out who Romeo was seeing?
Yes, her sister.
Yeah, in-law.
She's mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to throat punch him. Where's Mike when I need him?
In the thread.
I'm gonna tell him. I'll be like, I need you to jump in this book, Mike, and go throat punch Romeo for me, please.
Oh, you can do that because all of us in the thread have read it. I would do it. He would just laugh. He would love that. Mike is such a hoot. I wonder how she ever met Mike.
I know, I wonder too.
We were
Of course,
I was at the store yesterday, and I looked. There was a guy that I could have sworn was Mike. I was like, twice I had to look. I'm like, he doesn't live anywhere near me. He would not be in my Walmart.
doppelganger, doppelganger.
He started to walk, and I, dude.
I wonder if you were looking at him odd and he thought, why is she looking at me like that?
I hate when that, because I was like, I'm like, why is Mike in Princeton? My son thought I was crazy. He's like, you're just gonna see them everywhere just because you want them to be here, Mom. I'm like, go get something.
So how's Bradley doing?
He's doing all right. I hardly ever see him. I get about 10 minutes a day when he takes his lunch break at 6 o'clock, and I usually feed him. So he comes and eats. But he's been staying at Brandy's because he helps get the kids off to school.
Right.
And everybody works daytime. But it bothers me because then he gets off work at 1:30 in the morning and has to get up in the morning and make sure they're out the door. You know, he's up by 9:30 in the morning to get Kiara ready, and he drives her to preschool every day. And it bothers me because I know he doesn't sleep enough.
Right. And how old is Bradley?
24.
24?
Yeah.
And Brandy's
30.
30?
Yep.
Surprised she can't find somebody.
She's not going to try as long as he keeps doing it. She's not going to, and that's what I told him, because when he was here for those 3 weeks when he was had to have surgery and was recovering and everything, and that's when he jigged with me and started reading.
Right.
He told me after he went back to her house to help her out. He was like, I gave her a week. I told her she got a week to find some other way, and because I'm coming back home, and as long as he stays there, she's not going to be forced to do it,
Right.
I mean, that's like if she hadn't gotten this new boyfriend and he moved in, I'd probably still be there because she'd still need me to do it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I moved in with her during the pandemic,
Right.
because I homeschooled the boys, and then because that was before Kiara started school. I was at the table homeschooling the boys from 8 until 3 o'clock every day. Do 2 different classes, 2 different computers, one on each side of me, one doing kindergarten work and one doing 3rd grade work. And
wow.
Yep. I lived there I came home. I've been home almost a year, and I left in April of 2020, and I didn't come home till November of 21.
Oh my goodness, girl.
All I took with me was like a basket full of clothes and like a tote of my. I didn't even get to jig that whole time.
Holy, that would have, yeah, not
I
good.
couldn't because the kids would never leave him alone.
Mm-hmm.
I had nowhere to do it. I had no space.
Right.
I did
Oh,
read.
she's putting, his thoughts as he recognized Brecken's voice so that Brecken would take care of the others.
Oh,
A few dodgy alleys.
I didn't remember her hands being bloody.
I remember her hands being bloody because she fell, I believe.
Weren't they coming at her?
well, they were holding her and didn't
Yeah, that's true.
she get knocked down or
Yeah,
something happened.
yeah, she stumbled. Yeah, she was down.
I usually can't read it while she you start reading and she usually flips pages on you.
Well, the funny thing about it is you didn't get twitchy yet. Look, a few dodgy alleys. We don't need that.
Apostrophe in there, I know.
Yeah.
I know, but I gave up doing that while she's doing this because this is just her getting it together
Right.
phase.
Right.
Because the very first one I sat in on, I was typing her message in the chat private, going, "You that needs to say that, Katie. Get rid of that." I quit doing it because I knew that she would be changing them. Like last week, she typed Merrick with the capital E and then a capital M and the capital E, and it was making me twitchy. I was like, she went back and fixed it.
She did. I remember that.
I noticed she does that a lot with that, his name. She, then goes back.
I do
Yeah.
that a lot when I'm typing too, though. I don't let go of the shift fast enough. And because I type more on my laptop than I do on my phone. And
Yep.
when we're in chat, everything, I have my laptop open. But yeah, I do that a lot sometimes. The thing I find interesting, and it's not that it bothers me, it's just I've never seen anyone else do it, is like when people's professions, like a teacher or the librarian, she capitalizes all of them. And I didn't, that's, I don't know why.
She sent Louise and I are finalizing the I love it. What's another word for skidded?
Did you say
I
another
love the
word
way
for
I
weird?
love the way she does that though. I love the way she goes into the or the synonyms thing.
Thesaurus?
Yeah, the thesaurus.
Come on,
Thank you.
teach. Come on, teach.
I know. Well, I'm not
The
running.
thesaurus.
Yes.
That's like I asked her one time because, like in Freedom, and then in Forgotten Gods, I asked her how come she italicizes Lavanda every time and Rustina, and she said it's just because it makes it stand out as a word that she made up, as
Oh yeah.
opposed to a real word.
Get her back here.
Yeah.
Oh, good job, Merrick.
Part of her cheek.
Very. Oh, already falling in love.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't tell. You couldn't tell Dad you feel that way, but then Dad would have pulled him away sooner. And like,
Yeah,
no,
really.
no.
Oh yeah.
Being like, nope, where's somebody else to do this? But I'm not exactly sure what Derek thought would happen. I mean, shove him together and make him spend that kind of time with her. Her.
Yeah. Make trouble for his protector career, but last thing she needed
Was what?
was a confrontation with
Oh,
her
with her
dad.
father.
Who's high priestess at this time? Is Mildred still high priestess?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
He had no claim on her.
I thought that said sit. I'm like, why? Who we telling to sit? Says sir. I can't read.
Please sit.
Yeah, I'm like a great checker, don't I? I can't read. Ah. I make the words bigger on my screen when I'm checking things.
Yeah,
Ugh,
fine. Let me know the moment she's finished.
fishes.
Hoo-hoo! Like he's good. Like he's gonna. Like I
Yeah,
don't think
yeah.
so.
Well, he doesn't love her yet, but yeah, I mean,
Well, I think he's getting real close because I love that he'd love to smash every head that even attempted to touch her. It's like,
well, I mean, yeah, as I say, there's obviously there's something there, but it's not like like now where he wouldn't have hesitated to smash somebody
right.
if that
And the
happened to
forest,
her right now.
and the forest isn't really helping her right now because she's keep tripping and stuff.
Yeah,
It's not, you know, it
Well,
hasn't started. It hasn't started to move out of the way and all that stuff.
yeah. I think that was part of my. Diane, have you finished War of the
Which-
Gods?
Yes,
Yeah, I love the way the trees just get up and move. It's like,
I know.
sweet.
That's
Like-
one of the things.
Did you guys see the Lord of the Rings movies?
Oh, the end.
the movies, yeah.
The ants, I was like, when they started moving, I was cheering. I'm like, yes, the trees are fighting.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I was
Like-
so excited.
I love it. I forgot about that about Mildred. Well, she better wake up or I'll give her something to wake up for. Whoopsie.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, I don't know whether maybe you got this when you were doing the crossword. What three circular things? What things does Bianca have on her wrist? I can't remember which one she got.
She's got
Event or defensive magic. Um,
oh, good job, Heather. Hi, Heather.
was just
And she must have, and she has SBAT, right? Because she was in the. Is that one of them? Because she could get into the meeting.
Spot.
yeah,
But yeah, that
SBAT,
one.
defensive magic, and what was the other one? That's a good
I
question.
can never remember.
You have the one with not just defensive magic, but the advanced. Oh, what advanced
Curses.
The
Yeah.
hexes is
Yeah, the hex.
well, that's defensive.
Oh, is that
Crap. You could have put this on a crossword. None of us would have got it.
yeah?
didn't even think about that. It's like, dang, that would have been a good one. You're right, Diane. that
Because
would've been a good
I
one.
keep on meaning to ask you guys because I can't remember.
Somebody knock on Katie's screen and be like, "Hey, answer." Bother you, but we really need an answer right now.
Right.
Well, she will get on after, you know.
She's
at the
ignoring
end.
us. No.
Well, yeah, hopefully, of course, this could all be recorded and everybody that goes and watches these gets to listen to our chitter chatter. But hopefully, kind of not because we give spoilers.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they read these. Hopefully they read some of the books because we didn't say too many today. Last
No,
week
we did
were.
not. We did not. We did
Last
not.
week we were though.
Yeah, we did.
We were bad. We didn't know it was.
Oh, yeah, because I didn't think it was going to record us talking because she had, but yeah, that's why I said it's so embarrassing knowing that all that stuff was being recorded because I have no idea the stuff we talked about the first time.
Right. Isn't it funny?
Remember the one time we didn't talk at all because we didn't think we were supposed to talk.
Yeah. One who were-
Everybody kept. People would come on, and I was like, because I don't know what it is. Terry's always trying to figure out all of his buttons or whatever, so he's always making an ungodly amount of noise, and I'm just like, mute Terry.
I know. Yeah. Crap, I missed
Richard
that.
Song. You know,
Heather, where are you from?
I, let me. I am from Washington State.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
you're out where Sushmita is. You and Sushmita.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
can't remember where Shushmita is, but yeah, she's there too.
Washington.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Oh, funny, Deb. I mean, where in Washington, you silly
Oh,
goose.
I don't know that either. And Daniel's in Oregon.
Yep.
Oh, that's so neat. I didn't realize there were so many close to me.
Oh, no,
Yes.
she's saying Derek is going to see his growing interest and needs to call him off.
Oh,
Damn.
no,
Yeah,
no,
but we-
no.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
We all know how the story goes, though, Diane.
I know.
I know, but you know what? We're gonna go through the angst, even though we
I
know where it's
know.
going. We're gonna go through the angst.
I
Yeah.
know. I wish that didn't happen, but I've listened. You know, it's like I still sob all my whole way through the finales.
Oh my God. I know.
Yeah,
Oh man.
that's what I told my husband when I was doing I had listened to War of the Gods in the car going over to Minnesota. And of course, at the end, as I'm driving, the tears are just rolling. I didn't have any Kleenex, so I'm sitting there, snuffing. And then when I got home, I did the crossword and the word search for it. And I told my husband, I said, that is how good Katie is. I said, I knew it was coming and I still bawled. Doing the crossword, yep, I did. I bawled at the end and he just laughed. I said, that's not funny.
Well, as I told her, I said between War of the Gods and the finales, you relived Nico's death 4 times.
I know.
Well,
I'm
you
like,
had to go through the battle a bunch of times too.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But it's like she's like, yeah, but it's from. I know it's from everybody's different point of view, and you get to see it differently. But it's still like I cried through the whole book because it's just.
Well,
how
we
many
didn't know what was
times
happening with
Nico has to
Baxter.
die?
We didn't know all that stuff was happening with Baxter either.
Oh no, no kidding. Ventus, what a
Oh
turd.
my God.
He was a
Oh
bleh.
shoot! Are we spoiling this for you, Heather? Have you read these?
Oh yeah. I'm.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Whew.
Like, stop! Wait! Oh my God! What am I doing?
No worries at all.
We're so bad at spoilers.
I was really liking your guys talking about the High Priestess because I've only read bits and pieces. I haven't read the whole thing yet.
Oh,
I'm not done yet, but yeah, it's becoming my favorite book. Quite honestly, I really love this story.
I loved
Oh.
it, but it's not my favorite.
Well,
Excited.
what's your
You cut out,
favorite so
Heather.
far, Heather?
Oh gosh,
I know.
that's really hard. I'd probably have to say I'm gonna forget the name now. What's the third one in this series?
in
Right,
this one,
The Forgotten Gods?
The Forgotten Gods. Yeah. I
yeah,
love
that's an excellent one.
all of Bianca's like deep self-finding in Alasia. Like I really like that. And then, as she was trying to suss out her feelings for Baxter versus Merrick, how much more she fell in love with Merrick was like one of my favorite parts of the book.
Oh yeah. Very cool. I think my favorite is the returning.
Oh, see,
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
I didn't even think to include the novellas, but I listened to the returning like 4 different times.
That sounds like me with
Keep
Derek.
on
Girl,
rereading.
Heather, that a girl.
Keep on
Yeah.
rereading.
That's so funny. And then I am so excited for her to write more about Sana and Isadora.
Oh yeah.
Whole
Sister
series.
Witches?
Yes, I love that just as much too.
I know.
Did you like Max?
I do. I cannot wait to find out more about
Oh.
Max.
I know.
Oh,
Me too.
I don't, because we already know that her and Max, that Isadora and Max fall in love, but I'm like finding out more about how that story happened too and what they did later in life. I don't know why I'm so excited for it, but I am.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
yeah.
Isadora.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
But
yeah.
sadly, we already know that it's something bad happened. Either he passed or they split up. I mean, because obviously by the time we meet her, she's alone.
Right. And then I'm so curious too, because in all the other Dragon Master stories, as soon as, the dragon and the Dragon Master die together, but it seems like Ludius is gone before Sana is.
Yep.
And I can't wait to figure out that dynamic. Like,
Yeah,
what-
because she wears one of his scales
Yeah.
as a necklace.
yes.
And that's gonna
we
Oh, that's
the
gonna be,
story.
we're gonna need Kleenex for that too.
Oh
I know.
gosh.
Carol, you can call me when you get to there. So
No kidding. And my house is full of water. Yes, I will call you and say we have water damage.
I'll
I've
be like,
cried so much.
Are you in your dinghy?
That's right. I'll be in my dinghy.
That's exactly, we all need supportive dinghies.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Isn't it funny how we grab one stupid little funny little thing like a dinghy and it's like we have just exploited that poor dinghy, man.
Yeah.
That's Lila's fault.
True, it's Lila's fault.
She and I video chat at least once a week, and we spend a couple hours on there. And she takes me out for walks and shows me the beach and shows me around the property. And she does. She shows me everything. I've spent time with the Chukis.
Well, I know one of the
But-
calls she had the chickens on when, one of the calls
they've got like 3 boats, 3 small.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. So she's got like 3 dinghies. That's what I said. It's her fault.
It's her fault. Oh, Mildred.
We have enough of a mess to clean up. When Bianca's involved,
You know it's gonna happen. It's like
there's never
sorry.
a dull moment.
Exactly.
I miss Stella.
I do too. I liked her. I was sad when she.
I
Scarlett's
know.
been my favorite ever since Miss Mabel's. There's something about Scarlett that I have always loved, but
Oh, really?
Stella's like that. I don't know, that calm in the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we didn't get to see her as High Priestess long enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
agreed.
Yeah,
Did she die in the battle of in the last battle of the
Yeah. Mhm.
battle of Chatham
Yeah.
Castle?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Do we ever find
After-
out how she died though?
I don't remember.
No, there wasn't like a direct scene of what happened. It was actually a lot like the War of the Gods, where we just kind of found out and that
Mm,
people.
yeah, like Aldred. That one blew my mind.
I know. But then in the back of my head, I was like, he deserved it, the old goat.
Then when you
That's what
hear it in the
he got,
finales, when you hear it in the finales, it actually makes you feel a little bit bad. You feel, because for my network.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd never. Sorry, Heather, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just gonna say I like how in the War of Gods, Katie added that little scene between Aldred and Bianca.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
changed
Yeah.
my a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and then when during the battle, she thought of some of the stuff he told her. So she kind of learned from that. Yeah.
It wasn't quite as bad as we wanted to make him.
Right. See, because
I don't know.
I had this premonition that Nico, as soon as Nico was in front of everybody, it's like, okay, this is not going to end well. I had that premonition, but I had no idea Aldred was going to be in there. No
Yeah.
idea.
As soon as he said he was going to be at the front of the battle, I was like, she's killing Nico.
I actually had feeling as soon as he was there when the baby was born. I was like, oh, he's gonna trick us good with this one.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, because we all thought that she was going to kill off Martin. So when
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you like
When-
how she let us go along with that for how long?
because when
How
Merrick
he
says
said,
Lita just gave me an amulet, I really, really thought that was the point where we were going to find out that we had lost Martin, because they were all I thought she was with Scarlett, who's Martin. I was like, oh, this is it, man. That's when.
Oh,
and alter it instead.
to us though. That's too many grandparents in one storyline.
She said that's kind of why she didn't kill him, is because we had talked so much about what we expected that she wasn't going to do it.
Oh, good. Good job.
I'm glad what she did though. I'm glad she gave him a new role.
Because as wonderful a dad as Derek is, Bianca still needed her grandpa at the end. I think
Yeah.
it would have totally done her in had grandpa died.
I think he's a calming influence on her.
Oh, well,
Agreed.
absolutely. He'd be a calming influence on anybody. I
Yeah.
love Martin. It's like,
Yeah.
oh.
Derek's too much like Bianca. You know,
Have
they're
No
like,
kidding.
Have any of you read Water and Light?
yeah,
Yes.
but I don't remember any of
Okay,
it.
well,
I have to
When the-
reread it because it's been a while.
the candy store story, the
Oh,
guy that runs the place, Mr. Thomas, the way she describes him, he makes me think of Martin.
Oh, okay.
And that
Oh, no.
whole story makes me think of Willy Wonka, but
Uh-oh.
Actually, have you ever seen the movie Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium with Dustin Hoffman?
yes, I love that movie.
Yes, I love, and that's what it makes me think of, because it's
Yeah.
the Toy Story. Okay, Toy Store come to life.
Isn't
And
that
Was this supposed to be haunting question? Or
Who
whether she had
knows?
woke
Where I told
His
you I give up
questing.
doing this stuff.
It's questing. I don't think it's supposed to be questing.
question?
Don't you think it's question?
Yep, should
I'm
be
sure it's
question.
But like I said, I gave
Yeah.
up trying to do that because I'll get them when she's done anyway. So I'll proofread it then.
Well, I just read where Merrick's up thinking he lost his position or something.
Well, yeah, because Derek's like, meet me in.
Yeah.
Going back to that movie, isn't that kind of like a horror movie?
No, I don't do horror.
No,
What
No.
movie?
The
Mr. Gregorian
Emporium?
Wonder Emporium. No, it's about a magic toy store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It also
Toys-
reminds me of the toy store in Home Alone too.
Yeah.
That's how I
Mom.
Might have to look that one up.
Oh, he asked her where he was because,
Oh, let's see.
oh man.
Ooh.
He can't be with her 24/7.
Derek, Twitch, man.
He can't be with her 24/7.
No kidding. First, Derek wants him out of the
Yeah.
picture. Now he wants her in there 100,
Make up your mind.
That's the problem. He can't decide what to do with her.
I know.
Yeah, there you go, Derek. It's hard enough for me to keep track of. Yeah, and you're her dad. Hello.
I had never seen the name Merrick until I was reading these books. And now since then, in like two different places, in a book and somewhere, I've seen the name, and I was like, for reals?
Well, you know what's funny is one of my companies that I buy for at work is it's Merrick Manufacturing. I'm like, oh my God.
Really? Oh, how fun. Oh, here we go to that page thing again. Cool
I
beans.
love
Yeah.
that.
This is where you want to end up reading the books again, because she flips around and you start reading.
I know, and it's like, oh, fudge. How did I forget that?
Yep. I have Miss Mabel should be here Friday, my paperback edition.
Sweet. I was supposed to
Yep.
get one today. I think it's War of the
Good.
Gods. I think I finally got War of the Gods. But now I've got a whole bunch of, I've got like 4 of the coffee shop series left to get. And it's like, oh, fudge.
Oh, see, I'm not gonna do the paperback version of the coffee shop series or the Health and Happiness Society. I have a signed copy of Bonbons because she gave them away on that one coffee with
Right.
Katie. But I'm
That's
just
the only one I'm
gonna,
going to get of those too.
yeah, I'm only
But
gonna
I
do
want the coffee shop series because I love them.
I might change my mind, but I doubt it. But just because I'm not a romance junkie. I've read them, they're great. I love them, but it's just not in my wheelhouse anymore. But
Well,
I
I've got to
want the
get,
I
I
want
don't
the
have,
fantasy books because Brad will only read real books. He won't do ebook and because he tried to do audiobook while he was playing his video game. And he says, I told him, I said, it's not gonna work. I
No,
said, you
have to pay
can't video
attention.
game and listen to that at the same time. And he's like, oh, I can. I was like, okay, go ahead. And he'd come down the stairs like the next morning or whatever. And he's like, you're right. I cannot do that because I had to keep stopping and going back. I was like, yeah, you can't. I said, I can barely jig and do that at the same time because sometimes I get lost in what I'm doing. And what did that say?
that's one of those where you shut the book and you throw it down and I better not have read what I just thought I read.
That's
Do you ever have moments like that, Heather?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh, Heather, how about the one where near the end of the battle with Merrick?
Oh no, I paused the War of the Gods so
Oh,
many
you
times.
did? Oh,
Yes,
have you
So-
finished it?
I have. I want to say that I finished it the Friday that I got it.
I can believe that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I couldn't, well, I had to take breaks because especially some of the battles, it was like, oh my God.
Oh, I went through it so fast, and I actually just earlier this week finished rereading it again
Mhm.
because I was like, okay, I listened to it, but now I need to go back and actually process it.
right.
Exactly.
And
That's-
then I just finished the finales this week too, because I was like, nope, I want to listen to War of the Gods again before I listen to the finales, just in case.
Was it, when we were amping up for War of the Gods, I have the network series on ebook, but when she started narrating, so I have all the saga on audio. I went back all the way to the beginning of the saga and listened to the whole thing start to finish to be ready for War of the Gods.
I did that too. I even went all the way back and listened to Miss Mabel's again and everything. Because I was like, hold on a second. I want to make sure that I can put this all in order.
Yeah, and I've never listened to those. I've
What's
only read.
so interesting too is, I mean, I definitely have stories that I've read once or twice, but I've never liked an author so much that I've reread books as many times as I've read these.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really neat when I can go, oh nope, I know I've listened to that 4 or 5 times now.
Well, see, and I have terrible retention. I really do. I can read a whole book and probably give you, probably 10 details out of it because I'm not great at, especially names. I'm not great at remembering and right away.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I do have to read them. There's just so much in them that you do almost have to read them more than once. So it's different for me now because I'm reading them in 2 different ways. Because when I'm reading it as a checker, I have to pay attention to every comma, every period, every spelling. I have to. So I'm reading it, but I'm not really reading it.
Right.
So then I wait. I do all that and I go through it twice just to make sure. And I always miss something that Kim picks up, but then I can go back and read it to enjoy reading it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Eric asked her, what if she's ready for the sword? He said no. He said, could you imagine if she had it today?
Yeah, that would not have been a good thing. No.
She would have figured it out eventually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut somebody's head off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I love it. She does it, and then she thinks of something else that has to go up here. It's like,
Yeah, I know.
wow.
It's like her brain, like flip.
I told her once that I wanted her brain to just except for when it comes to numbers.
yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
really, no Katie math.
When she did that with the puzzle thing, it was 7 and 5. I'm like, what?
That's why I went on I was like, Katie, figure out which version of math you're doing. Just stop with the numbers, please.
What are you?
What are your feelings
Ooh,
toward
what
my
are your
daughter?
feelings
Oh
toward your daughter?
no!
Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah, I'm sure it caught his attention.
Because that's not a question he wants to answer.
Nothing
Nobody
else?
wants to-
Nope.
Exactly.
Not attraction, Shirley. Derek leaned back again. I love it.
Merrick swallowed.
Swallowed the growing lump in his throat. Oh yeah.
Going,
He knows
no,
you're lying.
And yeah,
He's
he's got it.
Derek. They have that magic. They can sense,
Uh-huh.
or is Merrick the only one that can sense truth?
No,
Because
I
I know
think they
that-
all can. I think they all can. I think that's
Part of the
Hard to-
protector.
don't.
I mean, I know that's why Baxter takes Merrick with him to go hunt amulets, is because that way Merrick can detect whether people are lying. So I
Right,
didn't know if
and the
that
magic.
was-
Yep.
Yeah.
that was a
Damn. You
Merrick
just
thing or if that's a protector thing.
last thing my daughter needs is a protector hopeful. God. Ding.
Gee, Derek, you big poop.
Hey.
I
See?
chuckled.
So true, it felt
Oh.
like a lie. Ah!
I giggled so hard in the finales in Baxter's where Merrick is like, no, all those gems are fake. Like nothing that you're looking at in this house is real.
Right.
I know in that one, yeah. But everybody comes to see him, and it's like, yeah, we know why, because you're
Yeah.
faking him up there. Oh, that was hilarious. Oh, good point, Heather.
Yeah, that was funny.
Could you imagine though being American having to stand in front of Derek Black? Not only is he your boss technically, but I mean, and be like, no, I no feelings, none, no, sir.
I've
'Cause
been
I know that
good.
you're gonna reach across that table with your sword and cut my head off. No feelings there. Feelings none.
My daughter will never hand past a protector. Yeah, right.
Yeah, well,
Too bad she
good luck with
becomes
that.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's gonna be, she's gonna be in the sisterhood. So
I was so excited that Matthias brought
oh, I know.
Bianca
That
into the
gave me
brotherhood.
goosebumps. Oh my gosh, I got such goosebumps when that happened.
I know. And after it takes me a while to get the descriptions, and I finally figured out, when I thought of Matthias, I just thought of this big hulky guy, and it's like, but then I realized, she said his skin was black as night. I'm going, oh my God, now I see even a bigger, it's like, whoa, it's almost like a Mike Tyson. No, not him. Just
A big
somebody
guy like
big
that.
and- yeah, somebody big and I'm gonna
Shaq.
get you. And it's like, oh,
Shaquille
okay.
O'Neal, maybe.
Who?
Shaq.
Yes. Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh,
Yeah. That sounds like, yep. Hmm.
Yeah. And then when he,
Yeah, don't
Oh,
even.
I enjoy being with her. I have no romantic inclinations. Yeah, right.
Well, he,
Almost true.
but-
I can't. Yeah. Poor Merrick.
I know, that poor guy. It's like, dang. And then when we finally get, to where, what are your feelings for my daughter? I love her. I've always loved her. I will love her
know.
forever. And it's like, dude, I can finally
Well, they'd
tell you
already-
exactly.
I mean, that's at the point that they'd already been dating. So, but I love, that's the one thing I love about, the end of war. God, they both come to the same realization at the same time that her dad is with who he belongs with,
Yeah.
and he realizes that she's
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
who she needs.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked when, after Matthias died and Derek's hugging.
Regina.
Yeah, she says, she realizes she's the right person for him.
And she realizes that Regina will understand even more than Marie would never be able to,
Mm.
understand
Marie's
half
never
of
been
that.
there.
Right.
Well, I think it's a realization that Bianca has that Regina and Derek are what her and Merrick are.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, I like that, Heather. Yeah.
Just like that whole realization that Baxter wouldn't work, it's for that reason. Like they don't do that kind of stuff together. They don't work together that way.
Mhm.
No, they're better besties. But
Yeah.
Because, and I think that all just became. I mean, obviously you can see the attraction or whatever, but it's flirty, whatever, when they're talking to each other when they're still in Alcara. But I think it's when the power was getting to her. She's like, yeah, I could stay here and be with Baxter, but it's like you have to pick. You can't have both worlds.
Exactly.
So she's like, nope, I can't do this. I have to go home. Because I was about ready to kick her at one point, going, girl, you're not leaving your dad.
Well,
She isn't going to leave the forest either,
the good part about his writing is there for a while. I was like, yeah, you could totally stay in Malaysia with Ignis. That would be
I
kind
love Ignis. I have a human crush on him.
Yeah, wasn't she talked about writing a book about him too.
Yeah,
I think she's
my
going to do the
stubborn guy.
gods and goddesses, and
So when
after the War of the Gods, just to give us an idea of what the heck they were doing behind it. For some reason, I just have this feeling Prana was back there somewhere doing something, because she's always such a busybody that she just doesn't realize she's got to just shut up and stay out of things.
And where's the one? It's not like, which one is it? She had to name them with S's. So which one is it? Salsa. She's not around anywhere, right?
of
Well, she's in her
In the
mountains.
mountains.
Yeah, she's.
Oh, okay.
Well,
It's
but
almost like
They-
Celsa and Garland were like twins. I'm sorry, Heather. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
oh, you're fine. Because she is in her mountains, but De Silva is protecting her. There's that whole other thing going on between the two.
I
of
know
them.
what's going on. Yeah. What secrets does she have?
No, she's protecting Serena.
She's
Serena,
protecting
yeah.
Serena.
Serena.
Yep, that's right, Serena.
What secrets? It's like, and she talked about a Wolfgang book, but I don't, if she's going to do go into the sisterhood, when are we going to get a Wolfgang book?
No, oh my goodness, there's too many.
I know.
You're gonna
I love
something
Wolfgang.
okay.
For the next 20 years. Sorry.
Have you guys seen the movie
Isn't that
Brave?
great for us, though? I mean, that's great
Yeah.
for us. I hope I stay alive long enough to get all the books. It's like, come on.
Carol, have you guys seen the movie Brave?
If we're talking 20 years, that made me.
You mean
in
the
my
animated?
80s.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I loved it.
the animated movie Brave.
Yep.
Carol, have you seen it?
Yes. Yes.
When I first started reading those, her dad is what I pictured Derek to be like.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
But in my eyeball, he's Russell Crowe. But
Oh,
I
that
love
would be
Russell.
a good. Oh yeah.
I
Russell
love
Crowe for
Russell
Derek?
Crowe. Yeah,
For Derek? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he would definitely make a good Derek. Oh, heck yeah.
Hi, ladies.
Oh,
Hello.
Katie, has it
Hi,
been an hour already? What the heck?
It totally has. It's been 50 minutes.
Holy cow, girlfriend.
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Trying
Fantastic.
not to check your typing.
Oh, please don't
You-
at this phase. It
you-
will only drive you
I know. I
batty.
told them that because Diane pointed out when you something it said questing and it was supposed
Questing,
to
it
say
was supposed to be
question.
question probably.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gave up doing that because I know that these are rough drafts. I can't do that reading over.
You know,
I mean, we're
I'm
reading
just-
the story as you're typing it, but I'm trying not to look. I'm like, no. Stop
I'm trying to read it but not look at it.
Yeah. Carol's like, I can see
love-
you're starting to twitch. And I'm like, no, I'm not twitching yet.
You're like,
Not at all.
Which is a lie.
what were you gonna
What
say?
We've been
Well-
having a wonderful, Heather brought up an excellent question, Katie, and we need an answer. What are the three things?
Oh, I
on-
said it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. that
That's
was
right,
me.
Diane did. What are the three classes that Bianca has on her Circlist?
Oh, she has advanced, is it advanced defensive magic? It wasn't potions. She has the Esbot mark, right?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
I thought advanced defensive was the last one. She was fighting Mabel.
Isn't
Right.
it? You were confused. Is the last or the other one curses, or is that part of defensive magic?
I think it's part of defensive, isn't it? Hexes and all that. I don't
Because
know.
I don't even have a copy of my own book.
Oh my God. What the heck?
Katie Cross.
Well, not that one. I have lots of flame and the High Priestess. I'll have to look it up because that was
Okay.
many books ago.
Yeah, I've been wondering and
Isn't that
What
in
book would
Mildred?
that be in?
I've been
Would that
thinking
be
that
Miss
for a while.
Mabel's?
It'll be the
Not
end of
Mabel's.
Miss Mabel's.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be throughout it because she has. I thought she did a potions one. She did the advanced potions. I thought because remember she makes.
He was did Veritas. She was
Yeah.
mixing that. Is it that?
She exposes herself to Veritas.
Yeah. She did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is
Okay.
exactly what Mabel wanted her to do, the big, she was just
Yeah.
a witch.
Oh, she was just-
A witch
yeah.
of witches. I'm just
Well,
saying.
she was raised by May. What do you expect?
Her gene pool was bad.
It was a pretty intense gene pool.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
Bunch
is your hubby?
He's better. Yeah, he's getting a little bit better today.
Good.
Let's see. I'm just looking now. She has
We
an
talk about all kinds of stuff. So, spoiler alert all over the place on this thing.
Oh, I didn't join the audio though.
Okay.
No. Oh, did you
Oh,
listen
okay.
to us?
Oh,
No.
okay.
No, so my
were
computer
gonna-
didn't join the audio, so it hasn't recorded anything until I
Oh,
started
good.
talking to you. So none of it will be recorded this time.
Oh, good.
Yeah, seriously. I'll look at Miss Mabel's to find those. But I'm pretty sure it's advanced defensive magic, potions, and the Esbot mark. Pretty sure it's those three. And potions is the one I'm not certain on. Anyway, so yeah, no, none of that will be recorded this time. So it'll be totally silent on the video, but then you guys can say whatever you want. So
Okay.
And might I say, we really love that page turning effect.
oh, on the
was so
side?
fun.
What was that?
wavy.
Oh, the page flipping.
Are you guys talking about on the side of the PDF?
No, when your page
page
is
was
turned, they
flipped.
do this wave. They do this cool wave thing. It looks like it goes in slow motion.
Where?
On your computer for writing?
Oh,
But it didn't happen the last couple times. It happened today, but I didn't notice that before.
So is that just maybe we're thinking a glitch is really cool? I don't know.
I was
You
gonna
got
say-
the coolest glitch in your computer, Katie.
Is it
It
like
was like you were
when-
flipping a page.
Oh, like when I'm writing onto another page?
Yeah.
Like when you're
Oh.
turning pages. And
I didn't know it
goes,
did that.
"Whoop."
Oh, I didn't know I did that. Maybe it's a glitch. I don't know.
That's what I said.
Heather, Heather, you
we
were gonna
think a
say
glitch.
something.
Oh no, I'm good.
Heather, I got your 2 cards. Thank you so much. That was so sweet.
Oh,
I loved
yay.
it so much. You can spam me with cards anytime. Well, what do you,
So
how do
Katie,
you guys,
if we're gonna send you something, do we do with the Frenchtown or the Houston?
the Houston, yeah.
Okay.
You can do it there. I don't think Heather has one. I think she's with my PO box. I can send you a different one, Heather. But I only check my PO box like once a month, like when I go to mail stickers. What do you guys think about how the story is going? Are you excited about
Are
it?
you kidding me? We were just having a hoot laugh when we were when you did the
Yeah.
Derek and the Merrick thing. We're
You'll-
all
yeah.
laughing. It's like, yeah. And
You're never ham-fast and protector.
and it's funny because you sit there and you do your thing, and it's like we're sitting there going, oh no, that's not right. And then you go back and then you write exactly what we just thought. It's like,
Really?
okay, how did she get in our mind? Yeah, because it was like when you're talking about oh no, sir, no, I don't have that. And it's like, oh, baloney. And then you go back, almost true. And it's like, yep, there we go. Kitty's in your mind again.
I think I want to end this story where Merrick is like fully admitting to himself, oh crap, like I really like her. Oh
Now
no,
what?
that's not good.
Now that he realizes she's not 14,
I know, and slow and annoying.
I know.
not some giddy teenage girl that he's got to,
Oh yeah, that is not
the
Beyonce.
last
I
thing
like-
we described as giddy.
Yeah, I love the way you put that other conversation with Derek and Merrick where he's telling her to bring him, Derek is telling Merrick to bring her back, and he says, sir, just, she's fine, let her run.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Merrick's got an in, he knows what she needs. Sorry, Dad. It's like,
I know, I love it so much. It's so fun because you know that he understands Bianca, but he doesn't know it yet. You know what I mean? He's like, I shouldn't, like, he's like insecure about, like, no, I think she needs this, but who is he to say that, right? So I
Right.
love it because Merrick has always understood Bianca, and so showing that early is really fun, especially because anyone reading this is already gonna know. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I said, we already know how the story goes, but it's still fun to watch it,
happen.
from
play
Merrick's
back.
point of view. Yeah.
watch him
That's-
sweat. I mean, who wouldn't sweat standing in front of Derek going, no, I don't like your daughter like that. No.
Especially where Derek's
no."
just like, are you attracted to my daughter? Like, ha.
We all
No.
immediately felt that when you wrote it. We all had that reaction.
Can you imagine, Derek?
It's like a double-edged sword, because if you say, no, I'm not attracted to her at all, I'd be like, why? You think she's ugly? You know, but
Derek
then
probably like
you can't say yes, because then
Because
Derek
he'll
will
take
just
his
cut
sword and
head
cut
off.
your head off. It's like,
You know, Merrick is in a pretty tight spot. You know what's going to be really fun about this?
But Derek put him there. I mean,
I know.
Yeah.
Derek's
so
own
fun.
fault.
He's like Bianca that way. But what will be fun is to like see this kind of roll out and then see Derek and Merrick's relationship change. Because right now Derek is pretty
Yes.
defensive against Merrick. Like Derek doesn't realize it, but he subconsciously realizes that maybe there's something in Merrick that Bianca could like or whatever. So it'll be fun to see their relationship change to what it is in the Derek novella when you actually see Merrick like calling him an old man and
Right.
I love her.
Yes.
Yeah.
so that'll be really fun too. So thanks, Heather.
You're so welcome. I'm so excited about this.
I know. I love it.
It'll be really fun when I can go back through and make it clean because first drafting is so hard. It's called I call it ugly writing because I'm like, this is a terrible metaphor. Like as I ended, I was like, I don't know, something in capital letters. Like I don't know what to put here. Like it's just also awkward. But when it's on the page and I can fix it, that's when the story really starts. The writing comes to life, and that's a really fun phase because this is just figuring out stuff, you know.
This
well,
one
see,
is
and the other, excuse me, Deb. Go ahead, Deb.
this one will be a little bit different because we all know the story, but like it will be interesting also to watch you write one that's something that's never happened. Like I put in my request for that dinner date with Lita and Hiddleston.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have a reference for that.
Yeah.
So
Then it'll be
that
surprising
process
for
will-
you. Yeah, like as you follow
that
it.
process will be really cool to watch too, is because here you're stuck to drawing from where you've written before.
Yeah. But this
But you're
story is
adding
more
such
about the
fun stuff.
experience from Merrick's point of view. Like you're sinking into the same
Yeah.
story, but a different experience where when it's going to be a news story, it's very much going to be about, well, what happens next as you watch. Like it'll be more discovery of the story as it kind of comes out.
Yep.
Will that be harder for you though, because you won't have
Easier.
without references to look up, or is it easier?
Way easier.
Because you don't
right
have
now,
to do all.
I
You don't have to
wanted,
do all the detail checking.
yeah, like I wanted to do a conversation between Bianca and Merrick. Like I wanted her to fall in the forest, and then I was like, oh wait, I better make sure. And then I looked, and sure enough, Bianca had passed out, and I'd forgotten about that because she wakes up in the high priestess's office. So I sort of stuck to that, which worked okay because then Merrick is like concerned about her, and then he has to confront Derek and Mildred. Oh, the Mildred confrontation is gonna be so funny. But I'm like stuck. I'm a little bit stuck to what I've already written, and it all works okay. But it's, it's just a little more rigid, where when it's just open that way, it's easier and faster and more fun, because then I can literally just have an idea in my head of they go to the golden guinea hen and then what happens, and I just start throwing problems into it and just see how they adapt, and it's really fun.
Well, one of the things that I like is like when in the War of the Gods, when Bianca realizes that Regina is what Derek needs. I think Derek, in the same sense, is figuring out that Merrick is what Bianca needs. It's like they're both coming together. Like, oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, Derek needs a little prod from Regina. Your daughter's a whole lot more than you think she is,
Yeah.
and
And she's a
Merrick is
grown up
probably
now. She's not 16 anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Merrick is her equal, her
Yes.
soulmate, whatever. I think both of them are realizing, oh, Dad needs Regina, I need Merrick. Yep, okay. And I love that.
And honestly, I don't think Derek has realized that yet, right?
Not
Not
totally,
at-
no.
Yeah.
No, I
totally.
mean, even in the network saga, I don't think Derek has realized it.
Uh-uh.
Well,
That
He's
will
just still
be-
too protective. He's
Yeah,
still too much of a
He-
dad.
I don't
That's
know. I
one
think
of
he's coming toward it though. I think because
I think he's realizing he needs
says
to.
he's torn. But can I just interject here that one of the most beautiful moments of that whole thing is when you had them fall asleep on each other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I leaked so much. I was like, yeah, this book hasn't made me cry enough. Let's just, get all
I love that.
the mushy parts too,
That's in the finales, right? When Derek and Bianca fall asleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. It really was so perfect that way. I plan on Derek coming full circle with Merrick during the first series of the Sisterhood saga. So I don't know how the Sisterhood saga is gonna go, but I plan on a hand
Never know.
fasting during it and Derek having
Sorry to laugh, but it's just so funny. You don't know where it's going to go. And then all of a sudden, here we get these masterpieces, and it's like, yeah, right. She didn't know where she was going. Okay,
really
fine.
don't. You laugh. I normally have no idea. I just have found that the less I stress about it and the more I just show up, it just comes, right? Like I think
They
I trust
talk to you, Katie. They take you out of your angst.
They do,
But
they
I
do
told
talk
him
to
that
you.
I wish that I had your brain sometimes. Not when it comes to numbers, but when it comes to
I was like,
No,
Doug,
Katie, man.
careful.
we're not doing math together, but just your creativity, the way you write.
Thank you. It's very fun. I love it so much. I'm blessed to be able to do it for a living. It's really cool. But yeah, well, I'm excited because this is coming along really nice. Next week, I'll probably be looking more at, we're already at 6,000 words.
Oh, wow.
I noticed that too. It was
Whoa.
like, wow, we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. I want to, if possible, I want to keep them under 10,000. So honestly, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to end it probably, sorry, I'm just looking. When Merrick goes and sees Bianca in the north.
Mm.
We'll just
I
have to
don't know.
have a part
We were
two.
kind of planning on ending it right before that, but we might have to end it even sooner and then do
We'll
a
have to have a
second
part two then.
Yeah, I was gonna say there'll have to be another Merrick one. Like it'll probably be a 4-part series within the Reader's Request series. If you think about it, if we're hitting, if you're
all
seeing the
the-
full experience of Merrick falling
Yeah,
for
they're-
Bianca,
Yay!
Heather's excited.
We're excited too.
Well, I think this is the number one request, right? I think if there's anything besides this more Dragon Master trilogy, it's going to be more Bianca and Merrick for sure. So I don't think we're going to go wrong doing more Merrick.
No.
We'll have to like kind of figure it out, but because really after War of the Networks, we have a 3-year gap and then we go into the parting. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm excited to write them from Merrick's perspective, like the parting.
What did he do for those 3 years?
Yeah, and what was he thinking
Besides
about it?
what Callie, Callie hit the nail on the head when she was talking to Bianca. It was like, he wasn't here. He was not himself.
Right.
I think what I'm
Shel-
excited to portray is the weight of fear that he has. Like, what if I'm too late by the time I finish this? Like, what if she's moved on? Like that,
Mhm.
just experiencing that. Because I think for Bianca, she let go of him and was like, done. Like, it's over. Like, I have to put up a wall. But in my head, Merrick had never really let it go. Like, Merrick's plan was always to go back for B,
Yeah.
But he didn't want to promise that or put that on her to wait kind of thing. So I think for him, I just think there's always been an experience of just terror. Like, he'd be too late.
Mhm.
She was terrified to let him back in because she was just afraid he would leave again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, and she accepted all the people that die around her. Like, she still takes that way too personally.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she had to build the wall. Because, yeah.
And then I loved that he was the one to help her out of that, right? In the last.
Yeah. He told her, it wasn't her. Yeah.
Because who else could have, right? It was only Mary.
Yeah.
He was fighting.
Yep.
with.
Because your parents are obligated to tell you things like that because they want you to feel better.
Mhm.
You have to hear it from somebody else that wasn't in your immediate space at that moment.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
and someone you trust deeply too. Everybody around her has always told her that, but only the people that she really trusts does she listen to.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yay. Well, it's so fun knowing I get to talk to you guys after. And
Well,
you're
we're
like-
glad you get to too. Let's
I try to write 4 hours a day. In an ideal world, I try to do 4 hours of this a day. But this is the most fun because there's like people to talk to after. Sometimes I finish and I'm like, oh my gosh, what just happened? That went.
Well, it felt like
Not
we'd
what I
only been talking for about 10 minutes. These hours are like the fastest hours of the entire day.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Like,
That's so fun. I haven't announced the live writing Beyond the Witchery. Probably for the next live writing story, I'll push it to the email list and give an opportunity for more people. But I wanted to do it with just a few so we could test out the process and then like let people come in. But anyway, were you guys able to see each other or was it just my screen? Are you guys just talking and trying to figure out who's
Oh,
there?
no, we can see each
We
other.
could see it.
Okay.
Yeah, we could see each other on the screen.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, that's that. I figured that because you can normally change your own settings. I just wanted to make sure. I think we're pretty much there. If I don't join audio, then it doesn't get recorded. And I think it's a pretty good. Do you guys like having the graphic on the side that says welcome to live writing with Katie? Do you think that's needed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, needed, probably not, but it's cute.
Well, you guys understand because you go on every call, right?
Yeah.
But if someone new were to come in, then
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't. So
Then it
what I'll-
would be, yeah.
What I'll probably do is have it up, and if no one new comes, I'll just close it. Then I can open my screen fully. But if there are new
Well, and
people coming in,
actually,
we'll leave it up.
Katie, that's where we are. We kind of cover it because where you're welcome to writing with Katie. That's where our little
Oh, okay.
little
Okay.
pictures are,
That's good to
where
know.
our videos are.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, my friends. I'm gonna go take my dogs on a walk in the snow. And
Good.
No? Did you say snow?
yeah,
She
but
said the
it's
S
not
word.
sticky. It's like
It's
Oh,
raining
it's-
here.
it's like slushing. It's
it
slushing.
is here too. It's been raining here for 2 days now.
Yeah, it's really
It's-
raining a lot
We
today.
could use some in South Dakota.
You
No,
can
okay.
have it.
Crummy
I would
weather.
love it.
Yeah, we've had pretty crummy weather, but it's fun. I'm gonna be outlining. Oh, I decided the name of the first reader request story that comes out the first weekend in December, the first Friday in December, that's taking the place of Martin. It's called The Gods.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Yep.
Good, because we were talking about that. We were talking about the gods, and then we were also talking about the goddesses. Why is Dia Silva protecting Serena?
Will be
Why
answered.
is Celeste such a pain in the butt staying in the little
Will be
Northern
answered.
Network. And
All will be answered.
good, because a lot of us were thinking, okay, Prawn is back there doing something. She was
Yeah.
doing something during all this because she's just a pain in the butt.
She really is. She really is. Yes,
She's your
Prana
typical
was
little
busy.
sister.
Prana was busy, and Ignis
Imagine
was
that.
also. So all will be answered. I'm excited about it. If you guys
She's the
think
one
of,
who started the whole mess.
I
the
know
little
she has a lot to
flip.
atone for. But if you
No
guys think of
kidding.
any other questions you want in the gods answered,
Oh,
then shoot me a telegram or email.
I think
oh, because you know how we're checking the audio for the high
Mhm.
priestess. Where did Solus disappear to?
He disappeared with Saren, Serena's twin. There are two.
I didn't know she had a twin.
Right, a lot of people have forgotten. It's in the Dragon Master trilogy. I forgot about them, and now I'm gonna have to do something with them.
Which book?
I think I left him out of the audiobook, didn't I? I think I didn't even put him in there. I can't remember. Anyway,
Solus and Saren. That's in the High Priestess?
Saren isn't. The High Priest, or Saren was Serena's twin in the Dragon Master trilogy. Like, I talk about
Yeah.
Serena having a twin in the Dragon Master trilogy with Saren and Serena. So he's either just going to be a legend and not real, then the witches made him up. Or he is, I have this totally other crazy series idea that's summarized in a single sentence that makes no sense that he might be like God for. So I don't know. Solus is around.
I mean, he's the god of the sun. So I just and gods don't die. So it's just, Lila and I were talking about it, and we're just like,
Exciting.
we're gonna ask Katie about this Katie math about where this god disappeared to.
This is 100% Katie math. Yeah, this is 100% Katie math.
Which book is Solus in? Good
The
gosh.
The high priestess.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had
Mateo-
asked.
Mateo is floating in the ocean for the second test of courage and is trying to remember the gods. And when I wrote the Network Saga, I forgot Solus. And so I have to figure out what to do. But I don't know, maybe there's a lurking god back there. We'll find out in the gods. All of us will find out in the gods.
Well, where do you mention the twin?
In the Dragon Master trilogy. I think
Which
it's in
one?
flight. Yeah.
Flight?
Yeah.
All right. Well, guess who's going to be doing?
Just
yeah,
if you
okay.
pull up, like, oh, actually, I'll just do it really quick and then we'll go. I'll just pull up a PDF and look for Solus really quick.
I don't know, is Carol gonna add these to the crossword puzzles?
Can't.
Suckers
We're
Oh,
done.
good.
It's done.
Yay! Because I wouldn't get these.
Nope, you're good because apparently I didn't catch them either, Diane. It's like, okay.
Oh, I looked for the wrong thing. Hold on.
Well, that's like
That'll
having
be a new one.
having not
Oh,
read the high
okay.
priestess. Kim could understand how I could answer the crosswords for the northern. You know, the crosswords we already did for the Northern Network. I think a lot of that is in Freedom. A lot of
Mhm.
stuff about the North.
So Saren is mentioned in Flight on page 152. Tashi is talking to Sana and Ludius
Yeah.
in one of their oases. And she said, they say that the desert god Saren ruled over the west with his twin Serena. Legend says Serena and Saren abandoned this land thousands of years ago. That's when the mortals left to cross the ocean, banished by witches.
Okay.
And then Tashi says, I don't believe it though. It is one thing for a god to leave with the mortals he loved, but no goddess would abandon her desert or her land. Not Serena. I think she hides and will return. So Saren could totally just be lore because Tashi is literally Serena, right? So Serena's like, no, I'm coming back, right? She doesn't say anything about Saren being real or not. So I think Saren I can write off as just legend or lore that people made up, but Solus I'm not sure what to do with. See, this is the problem when you have so many books. You can't keep track of it all.
Yeah, Layla wrote to me and said she wanted a story with him, and I'm like, who is that?
You're like,
I don't
crap.
remember.
Same, Dan, same. All right, you guys, I gotta get going. I gotta go pick up a puppy, but it was fun to chat. We'll see you next Wednesday and
Yes.
see some of you on Monday.
Yeah, it looks like
It's
your
Friday
puppies are
night.
ready to go outside. He's out over there looking out
That's
the
one
window.
of them.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
Come on,
I have
Mom.
another puppy that I puppy sit. I have to go pick up first. So
Ah,
we hike them all in the forest. But we'll see you on Monday because I'll be at a school on Friday. So have a good
Right.
weekend. Talk to you
Thank
later.
you, Bye-bye, Kate.
Travel
Bye.
safe, girl.